attacks on NATO countries. That's the stark warning from NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte during an interview on the New York Times podcast, The Interview. Let's take a listen.
Let's really be not naive about this. If Xi Jinping would attack Taiwan, he will first make sure that he makes a call to his very junior partner in all of this, Vladimirovich Putin, residing in Moscow, and telling him, hey, I'm going to do this, and I need you to keep them busy in Europe by attacking NATO territory.
To avoid a nightmare scenario, Rutte says the alliance must tackle two key tasks. First, NATO members must collectively boost their defense capabilities to deter Russian aggression. China and Russia declared a no-limits friendship shortly before Moscow launched its war in Ukraine over 3 years ago. Just 2 weeks ago, NATO nations agreed to raise defense spending to 5% of their GDP by 2035. Since the start of President Trump's second term, the Pentagon has shifted focus from Europe to the Indo-Pacific, primarily due to rising threats from communist China. That leads to the second task. NATO must work closely with Washington to ensure peace in the Indo-Pacific. There, the self-governed democratic island of Taiwan is facing mounting threats. U.S. Indo-Pacific commanders said China's military aggression toward Taiwan surged 300% last year. The Pentagon is also raising alarms over reported orders from Chinese regime leader Xi Jinping, urging the military to be ready to invade Taiwan by 2027. That's less than 2 years away. During the New York Times interview, Rutte says China's military buildup is likely preparing for exactly that invasion. In April, a Pentagon official called China's military buildup across nuclear, conventional, cyber, and space domains as, quote, unprecedented. China announcing a new flight route near Taiwan. Taiwan condemned the move, calling it a unilateral action aimed at altering the status quo in the Taiwan Strait. Let's zoom in.
China on Sunday said it opened a flight route close to an unofficial median line in the Taiwan Strait between China and Taiwan. Taiwanese officials said China is using unilateral action to change the status quo and increase cross-strait and regional unrest.
The opening of this flight route helps the Chinese military project power in Taiwan's north and makes a potential invasion easier. By using a civilian route close to the median line, it reduces Taiwan's reaction time and space.
China has now opened 4 controversial flight routes in the Taiwan Strait. The main route is M503, which is just west of the median line. Last year, China moved the M503 route closer to the median line and rolled out 2 extensions from China to M503. This week, Taiwan will hold its annual Hong Kong military drill in preparation for possible threats by China.
Politically, the move comes just before Taiwan's Han Kuang drills and may test the Trump administration's response to regional tensions.
This is part of China's gray zone strategy. These tactics stop short of triggering military conflict, but still push to gain influence and advantage over Taiwan.
Coming up,
刚提到呢，国际非常关注台海。那现在呢，中华民国的汉光演习呢，现在是史上最长。特别请教 Tony 大哥，就是您作为这个观察组的前成员啊，您觉得说观察组在演习当中，他扮演什么样的角色？对于帮助台湾提升台湾的防卫力啊，有怎么样的促进呢？
好，我第一次来台湾观察做美国的观察组的时候是2002年汉光18，
是，
现在汉光。